If you are a student or in early stage of your career, it will take you 10 to 15 years to figure out what I'm going to tell you in this video in next 10 to 15 minutes. In this video, I will be sharing what you should be doing in your early stage of your career, or if you are studying, what you should be doing right now to build a great career and a very good future. So this video is mainly for those who wants to do their own freelancing work from home, or make money from home, or make their own personal brand online. So you could be a student, you could be even someone who wants to make money from online. Keep watching this video till the end. I'm going to share my past 15 years of experience with you in next few minutes. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Now, as a student, your biggest advantage is time and energy. Okay, because you are young, you have a fair bit of time on top of your studies. But once you grow older, you are going to be busy with and worried about finding a job. You will be married, you'll be taking care of the kids, family, a lot of things. But while you are still a student, time is your biggest advantage, and I'm going to suggest you where you should be investing that time in. And my biggest advice to you is start your personal brand online. Use this time to build your brand online and choose a skill or a niche that you want to build a career on in future. Now, I'm guessing if you're in school or college, I'm guessing you don't have a skill that you can use to make money at the moment. That's how our education system works. I know it because I have been through the same thing. When I was in school or I was in college, I had no idea how to make money with the skills that I've been teaching, that my professors are teaching me, that my college is teaching me, or my university is teaching me. I have gone through 4 years of engineering, computer engineering, where I was learning physics, maths, even doing carpentry. So there's variety of things that they were teaching, but I had no idea what kind of skill that I'm going to use to make money online. And that is the reason I'm suggesting you that you have to build a skill online, and you have to choose your own skill. Nobody's going to tell you what skill. You have to choose your own skill. For example, you might be interested in video editing, you might be interested in graphics, you might be interested in making websites or SEO, or something totally different. Maybe you are in fitness, maybe you are into public speaking. There's millions of things. You need to figure out what exactly you want to do in future and start building skill on that. And this is why I always suggest that you need to consume more content online and follow some really good content creators. Because when you follow the good content creators, maybe they are YouTubers or on Instagram, then you can actually get an idea what sort of things you also want to do for yourself. For example, if you see fitness content, and I'm talking about quality content, not those entertainment and dance and all those things. I just mean that if you're watching, let's say, fitness content, you might get inspired to do fitness in future. You might be watching business content and you might figure out something from those videos that what you want to do for yourself. I mean, I can say it for myself. When I used to consume a lot of YouTube in last 15 years, and I have seen a lot of people doing either business, public speaking. I've seen all sort of content, including digital marketing, and I knew I always wanted to do digital marketing. So I was always interested in creating the content online. I remember when I was a student, I created my own websites. They were not perfect websites, but I created those websites to practice. I created Facebook pages, and these Facebook pages can, like, if you want to do the same, it can be on any topic. Like, it can be your local, exploring local places, a community. I'm based in Australia. I was a student, so I created groups like Students in Australia, Indians in Australia, International Students in Australia. These were my 2 pages, and they got thousands of followers at that time. At that time, it was easier. So I started posting content that gave me an idea of how to do social media. Making websites gave me an idea of how to do a website and how to do SEO. So these things gave me some experience, and that's how my career was shaping. And then later on, it's a different story how I found the job, and how I found the job in the same field actually, which was an SEO, where I used all these skills, with social media skills and website making skills and SEO basics that I knew already. So that's how I got my first job as well. But basically, I did job for 7 years, and last 9 years I've been doing freelancing, and YouTube has always been my passion. So finally, when I got time, I started YouTube. In India, if you see people watch cricket and they want to be a cricketer, if you listen to the music, right, then you might want to be A.R. Rahman or any of your idols. So we follow our idols, we follow our heroes, and that is why I say consuming content actually helps you figure out what you want to be. This is how life works. this is our environment that shapes us. So we are product of our environment. Whatever we see around us, we become that. So that's why it's very important to fix your mental diet, what you consume. Consume quality content, consume a bit of variety of content, at least in the beginning when you are a student. And then you will try to figure out what you want to do with your life. Now comes the biggest mistake that I did in my career, and I want you to listen to this carefully so you do not do the same mistake. My biggest mistake was not to focus on any one thing. And I always recommend focus on one thing. So pick one niche, one skill, and then try to build that. For example, I created a YouTube channel 15 years back, but that was just for fun. And then after another few years, I again created a channel that was again for fun, but I quit. So I kept quitting because that was just for fun. But if I had focused on those channels 15 years back, when there was much less competition, then I would have built a huge following by now. But that's okay because I was doing my job at that time, and then now last 9 years I've been doing my business. I was quite busy, so then I got busy in all those things. I got married, kids, all those things keeps you really busy. But you are young, you are a student. I highly recommend pick one niche, one skill, and stick to that. Don't do everything. Stick to one thing and try to build your expertise and try to build your audience in that one thing. Another important point is that if you are worried that if you decide one thing, what happens if you change that in future? So if you choose a niche, it's okay to change in future. Some of the top influencers online, for example, BeerBiceps, Ranveer Alabadia, he started with fitness, right? And then he moved to podcasting. Another famous YouTuber is Ali Abdaal, and he started by teaching about how to get admissions in the top medical universities. He was sharing his own personal journey, and later he's doing productivity kind of videos and even teaching YouTube. So he was in medical and now he's teaching YouTube. So things change. Even the top influencers, people who are making millions of dollars now, they started with something else. Now they're doing something else. So it's okay to move from one to another as far as you build your audience. Because when you start something, let's say you start talking to camera like this, you build a lot of skills. You build communication skills, you build storytelling skills, you build camera communication, confidence and you're building a bit of audience as well. Once you do that, eventually you will figure out, by covering different topics, you will figure out what you like, what you don't like, and then you start going with the flow. So don't be too confused like what you should choose now. Just choose something what you like, and you can always change in future. Now another thing I would recommend is that choose one social media channel. It can be Instagram, it can be TikTok, it can be, well, TikTok is banned in some countries in India as well. So maybe Instagram or YouTube. I suggest YouTube, where you put long form videos and people get a chance to connect with you. So even if you're learning a skill, let's say you're learning video editing, this is just an example. Whatever you learn, you can make a video on that. Try to cover your own stories, your personal journeys as well, and cover those things that you're learning in the videos and slowly start building an audience. And you don't need a fancy website at the moment. You can just start a blog, and there are so many websites. Just Google it. There's so many websites where you can very easily start a blog, and it's free to start covering your journey in the blog. At the moment, if you're a student, early stages, it may not give you any monetary benefits. It may not make you money in the early stages, but eventually you will see this same blog will become an asset for you in future. I covered this in my other video where I shared how this blog is making me $500 a month passive income. So you can go watch that video if you want to learn how to make money from a blog. But I suggest making a blog to any one of you, whoever, regardless of what your niche is. So you may be in fitness, yoga, public speaking, video editing, social media, graphics, SEO, website, doesn't matter. You should have a website or a blog. And these days it's very easy and free to make a basic website. Don't worry about logos and all those things, fancy designs. Just make a simple website, and over the time, in next few months and years, you can always improve on that. Okay, and when you're buying a name or you're deciding a name, just buy something generic. So even if you change in future, then it's easier to change the content of that blog. Same thing goes for your Instagram or for YouTube. Keep your name, your own name, or something generic, so you can keep putting different type of content in future. So for example, if you put your YouTube channel name or website name Fitness Smart or something like that, but in future if you change from fitness to something else, then you have to change the whole channel unless they allow you to change the name. So it's best to keep something generic and Keep it basic, keep it simple, and start sharing your journey on those social media channels. And if you don't want to be on social media or coming on camera, that's also okay. And you don't have to make videos like this one if you don't want to. But definitely keep a blog, because that's very easy to do, just sharing your journey. These days you have AI, ChatGPT, take their help to create the content and put your own twist, put your own stories and post on social media. So there you go. If you are young, if you're a student, make the best of it, make the best of the time you have. At the moment, you do not have the stress of making money for your family, for your kids. Once you clear the college, university, then you will have more pressure to start finding the jobs. But if you're studying, it's still a good time to pick your niche, pick a skill, start doing something, start posting online, and start building your future right now. And eventually these things will become a great asset for you. And in future, you will remember my words that this age when you're studying, when you're still in college or university, this is the best time to build your personal brand. So go for it. Good luck. And if you got a value from this video, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe to this channel for more advice like this. And I'll see you in my next video.